Hello friends, I am going to discuss about alkaloids. This is the first part of unit second. So there are so many different phytoconstituents in which uh, alkaloid is one of the important class of chemical constituents. Now we will discuss in detail about introductory details of alkaloids and Vinca alkaloid. See, what is alkaloid? The alkaloids are defined as basic nitrogenous plant products, mostly optically active and processing nitrogen heterocyclic as their structural unit with a pronounced physiological action. In short, alkaloid is nothing but the basic nitrogenous compound having physiological action on human being or on animals. The term alkaloid was coined by W. Messner, a German pharmacist. The first alkaloid to be synthesized was quinine in 1886. It was isolated in 1827. These are organic products of natural and synthetic origin which are basic in nature and contain one or more nitrogen atom, normally of heterocyclic nature, and possesses specific pharmacological action on human or animal body. In short, it has heterocyclic ring containing nitrogen atom and showing their physiological effect on human being or on animal body. Classification of alkaloids. Alkaloids mainly divided or classified into four groups: true alkaloids, protoalkaloids, pseudoalkaloids, and false alkaloids. True alkaloid is also called typical alkaloids. They are derived from amino acids and have nitrogen in a heterocyclic ring. Example, atropine. So this is the big class of alkaloids. Most of the alkaloidal compounds contain heterocyclic ring containing nitrogen atom. Second type, protoalkaloids, that are derived from amino acids and do not have nitrogen in a heterocyclic ring. Example, ephedrine. Third type, pseudoalkaloids, that are not derived from amino acid but have nitrogen in a heterocyclic ring. Example, caffeine. So see difference in protoalkaloids and pseudoalkaloids. Protoalkaloids and pseudoalkaloids both are protoalkaloids that derived from amino acid but do not have nitrogen in their heterocyclic ring. Pseudoalkaloids not derived from amino acid but nitrogen atom present in their heterocyclic ring. Then last type, false alkaloids, are non-alkaloids, give false positive reaction with alkaloidal reagent. Actually they are not alkaloids but they show or they obey test to alkaloids, common test for alkaloids. So these are major type of alkaloids, their amino acid precursors and well known examples of each type. Friends, alkaloids is basic in nature, naturally occurring compounds, mainly they contain nitrogen atom. Okay, so that's why amino acids are mainly involved in the synthesis of alkaloids. So that's why amino acids are considered as a biosynthetic precursor for alkaloids. So here different major types of alkaloids is given. So first type, pyrrolidine alkaloids or alkaloids that contain pyrrolidine ring. Biosynthetic precursor for pyrrolidine alkaloid, pyrrolidine type of alkaloids, ornithine. Example, nicotine. Second alkaloidal class, tropane. Tropane alkaloid because these alkaloids contain tropane ring. Biosynthetic precursor for tropane, ornithine. Examples, atropine and cocaine. Third alkaloidal class, piperidine. Example, biosynthetic precursor, that is lysine or acetate, example quinine. Then next alkaloidal class, pyrrolizidine. Pyrrolizidine that obtained from ornithine precursor, example retrosine. Next class, quinozolidine. Biocentric precursor lysine, example lupinin. Next alkaloidal class, isoquinoline. For this class, biocentric precursor is tyrosine. Examples of isoquinoline alkaloids, codeine and morphine. Then next major class of alkaloid, indole. Biosynthetic precursor for indole, that is tryptophan, and examples are psilocybin, reserpine, strychnine, etc. So all these are the different major class of alkaloids in which different rings are involved, and according to their basic ring or nucleus, then the alkaloids are classified into different groups. So what are the physical properties of alkaloids? Most alkaloids are crystalline solids. Few alkaloids are amorphous solids. Example imidine. Some are liquids, either volatile or non-volatile. Volatile, example nicotine and quinine, or non-volatile, example pilocarpine and hyoscine. Color of alkaloids. Majority of alkaloids are colorless, but some are found in different colors. Example colchicine and berberine, they are found in yellowish in color. Canadine is orange, and the salts of sanguinarine and are copper red. What is about solubility of alkaloids? Both alkaloidal bases and their salts are soluble in alcohol. Means alcohol is a common solvent for both bases and salts of alkaloids. Generally, the bases are soluble in organic solvents and insoluble in water. Some are exceptional examples for solubility of alkaloidal bases in organic solvents and insoluble in water, but here some bases, they are soluble in water. Example caffeine, ephedrine, codeine, colchicine, pilocarpine and quaternary ammonium bases. The bases insoluble or sparingly soluble in certain organic solvents. For example, morphine in ether, theobromine or theophylline in benzene. Then salts are usually soluble in water and insoluble or sparingly soluble in organic solvent. Some examples of salts, quinine, monosulfate, so they are insoluble in water. Then some salts soluble in organic solvents, example lobelin and apoatropine hydrochlorides, so they are soluble in chloroform. So commonly say that, so free bases of alkaloids, they are soluble in organic solvents but insoluble in water. So this is the common statement for alkaloids. Some exceptional examples are caffeine, ephedrine, codeine, colchicine, pilocarpine and quaternary ammonium bases. So these compounds, these alkaloids are soluble in water but insoluble in organic solvents. What is about isomerization? Optically active isomers may show different physiological activities or the effects. Example, L-ephedrine is 3.5 times more active than D-ephedrine. Leo, L stands for leo and D for dextro. Means leoephedrine, so that is more active than dextroephedrine. Levoergotamine is 3 to 4 times more active than dextroergotamine. Then dextrotubocurarine is more active than the corresponding their L form. Quinine, Leo form, showing anti-malarial effect or activity, but its dextro form, dextro isomer, quinidine, showing anti-arrhythmic activity. The racemic form of atropine, optically that is inactive, but dextro and atropine is physiologically active. Racemic mixture of atropine is only physiologically active. Okay, so this is about the isomerization of alkaloids. What is about the general extraction methods or techniques of alkaloids? Extraction, purification and isolation of alkaloids from powder plants. So see method first. The powder is treated with alkali to liberate the free bases that can then be extracted with water immiscible organic solvent. Friend, this is the first method and common method is generally used in laboratory or used even in industry to separate out or to isolate alkaloids from plant material that first treated with alkali, any suitable alkali according to the nature of alkaloids, then liberates, means subjected to liberate the free bases, okay, and then they recovered or they extracted with any water immiscible solvents like chloroform, petroleum ether, carbon tetrachloride, benzene, etc. Method second, the powdered material is extracted with water or aqueous alcohol containing dilute acid. Then alkaloids are extracted as their salts together with accompanying soluble impurities. So this is the second method, means plant material first treated with acid, any suitable mineral acid. It may be concentrated HCl, it may be concentrated H2SO4 or any suitable acid, nitric acid, acetic acid, any acid we can use according to the nature of alkaloids, then extracted with any water soluble solvents, mainly alcohol, methanol or any suitable solvent. This is the second method. Third method, the powder is extracted with water soluble organic solvents such as methanol or ethanol, which are good solvents for both salts and free bases. So this is the common method again. So here that plant material directly extracted with any suitable alcohol with suitable organic solvents, water soluble organic solvents like methanol or ethanol, and then that extracts, okay, used for the isolation or the separation of the alkaloids, okay, from the extracts using any suitable chromatographic method or technique. Detection of alkaloids. So there are different chemical reagents are used to detect or to find out alkaloids which is present or absent in a plant extracts. So see, all the extracts were evaporated separately. Then the acidic solution of the extracts was prepared by dissolving it in hydrochloric acid and then filtered. Then these extracts are used for different tests. First, dragon drop test or modified dragon drops reagent, which is used for the identification of alkaloids. It shows positive test shows orange brown color PPT. Second reagent, Mayer's reagent. If alkaloid that treated with Mayer's reagent, it shows cream colored precipitate. Third, Hager's test. If alkaloid reacts with or treated with Hager's reagent, shows yellow colored precipitate. Fourth, Wagner's test, means Wagner's reagent, so that is used to identify alkaloids. This test shows reddish brown colored PPT. So what are the functions of alkaloids in plants? We know alkaloid is one of the major class of secondary metabolites. It has so many physiological action on human body or even in animal. But alkaloid that shows their functions, different functions in plants, means mainly these are ecological functions, that is secondary metabolites, okay, that is the waste product of plants, but alkaloids that is essential for different purpose like protection. So see, first function, they may act as protective against insects and herbivores due to their bitterness and toxicity. For example, Dhatura metal that contains alkaloid, that is atropine, hyoscyamine, okay, etc. Dhatura that found toxic in nature, that shows nauseating odor and taste, bitter taste and the odor. Okay, due to their that bitter taste or nauseating odor or typical smell of the chemical constituents is nothing but alkaloid. Uh, Herbivores or the cattles, they cannot use datura as a feed. Okay, so indirectly a typical smell or the toxic nature of alkaloid of datura metal help to plant or provide protection, okay, against herbivores or against the their cattles or their enemies. Second function, they are in certain cases the final product of detoxification or the waste products. So I'm already said you that alkaloid is a nitrogenous waste or the detoxification or the waste product of the plant. Then third function, source of nitrogen in case of nitrogen deficiency. In case of nitrogen deficiency, that nitrogen obtained from the alkaloids. Okay, plant obtained that nitrogen from alkaloids for the necessary action or the means for the reactions in their body for the formation of some other metabolites, useful metabolites, for example proteins or some amino acids or some other agents. Okay, then next function, they sometimes act as a growth regulators in certain metabolic system. Essential sometimes means may playing their role as a growth hormones or the regulators. Then they may be utilized as a source of energy in case of deficiency in carbon dioxide assimilation. So these are the different functions of alkaloids in plant. Here four examples are included in your syllabus: vinca, rauwolfia, belladonna and morphine. We will see detail about these different alkaloids one by one. First major class or major type of alkaloid, that is vinca alkaloid. Vinca plant synonym, so that is Sadapuli, Sadabahar in Hindi, Ratanjot, Vinca rosea. So these are the different synonyms or the regional name of vinca. Biological source, it is dried whole plant or whole herb of Catharanthus roseus belonging to family Apocynaceae. Chemical structures of vinca constituents. What are the chemical constituents of vinca plant or the Catharanthus roseus plant? So mainly it contains two types of alkaloids. Reported two types of alkaloids, vinblastine and vincristine. The percentage of these alkaloids is very low, 0.002% of vincristine and vinblastine or the vinca alkaloids in plant. Some other semi-synthetic derivatives of these vinblastine and vincristine are also developed, and all these agents are showing anti-cancer property or anti-cancer effect in human being as well as in animal. So this is the structure. See here, catharanthine nucleus and the vindolin nucleus. These two nucleus are coupled to each other, okay, and to form indole derivative. So that is called vinca alkaloid. Means vinca alkaloid that contains indole ring, okay, and here these five examples of vinca alkaloids are given. Out of these first two, vinblastine and vincristine, so they found naturally in plants, so that's why called natural alkaloids. And next three, vindacine and vinorelbin and vinflunin. So these three alkaloids, remaining three alkaloids are semi-synthetic alkaloids. They derived from the above vinblastine and vincristine alkaloids. Mechanism of action of these different constituents as an anti-cancer or anti-neoplastic agent. So see, VH means vinca alkaloids bind to tubulin, okay, because of binding with tubulin, so that is protein found in microtubule, inhibits polymerization. That's why preventing spindle formation. And if spindle formation is not takes place, means there is no separation of chromosomes. In short, there will be no enter into anaphase, metaphase, that not turns into anaphase, causing arrest at metaphase. Okay, causing arrest at metaphase means do not converted into anaphase. So that's why there will be no cell division, ultimately stop the cell division process. So see here, there are two picture, normal mitosis and mitosis blocked by Vincolclides. So see here, in normal mitosis, metaphase, okay, in which spindle formation is takes place in normal condition, okay, and after the spindle formation, so okay, there will be a tubular molecules, okay, in a spindle, uh, tubular molecules stacked to form mitotic spindle, means mitotic spindle that form. And after that, so these chromosomes are separated from each other, means pull out towards in a opposite direction, so that phase is called anaphase. Okay, means metaphase turns into anaphase. Okay, that is the basic essential step for the formation of new cells, new daughter cells from their parent cell. Okay, so see in uh, mitosis blocked by Vincolclides, means there will be no spindle formation because of the Vincolclides that bind with tubulin molecules. Tubulin, that is the protein, okay, present in the spindle. So because of the blocking of tubulin by Vincolclides, there will be no polymerization, no formation of spindle, and ultimately we can say metaphase that not turns into anaphase. And finally what happens, dissolution of the mitotic spindle leads to cell death, means there will be no spindle formation properly, so leads to cell death. Okay, this is the basic mechanism, how Vincolclides showing anti-cancer activity or the cytotoxic activity. In short, they arrest mitotic phase, okay, in the cell division process, and thereby stop the cell division process. Okay, so this is about the mechanism of action of Vincolclides, okay, in human body. What are the uses and adverse drug reactions of vincristine, vinblastine, and their synthetic derivatives? So, see, vincristine used in combination therapy for acute lymphoblastic leukemia or Hodgkin disease. Okay, um, its major toxicity or adverse effect, so that is neurological toxicity. Then next, vinblastine. Vinblastine mainly used in testicular carcinomas, then Hodgkin disease, used in breast cancer and in renal cell carcinoma. Its major toxicity or adverse effect, so that is bone marrow toxicity. So friends, all of you know, most of the chemotherapeutic agent or the anti-cancer agents, they showing toxicity, bone marrow toxicity, or so many adverse effects. So similarly, vincristine and vinblastine have also major adverse effects. So like vincristine, that is actually more superior or more effective than vinblastine as an anti-cancer agent, but limitation of vincristine because of their neurological toxicity. Okay, so vincristine and vinblastine used from many years in the treatment of cancer. Okay, both drugs cause alopecia, means loss of hair, and cellulitis, inflammation to cells, or the phlebitis, necrosis. Okay, so these are the major adverse effects or the side effects of the vincristine and vinblastine. But use of vincristine in acute lymphoblastic leukemia, mainly in children, Hodgkin disease, Then vinblastine, so used in testicular carcinoma, the Hodgkin disease, breast cancer, and renal cell carcinoma. Uh, Semi-synthetic derivative of Vinca alkaloids, vindesin and vinorelbin. Vindesin structure is given here. So actually, in one of the slides, so uh, structure for these five means for two and for two main vincristine, vinblastine, and three semi-synthetic derivatives. Structures are given or mentioned in that slide, above slide. But see here again, vindesin and vinorelbin. So vindesin, it is used for the treatment of acute lymphoid leukemia in children. So semi-synthetic derivatives are developed from vincristine and vinblastine because of the availability of vincristine and vinblastine is very low in a plants. When we use tonnage material, then and then only we can isolate. So the vincristine and vinblastine, it is practically not easy or possible. That is tedious or not feasible even to make available easily of these vincristine and vinblastine. So that's why synthetic processes are to use to develop synthetic derivatives, semi-synthetic derivative of vinca alkaloids. Okay, and then they are used in formulation as an anti-cancer agent or anti-neoplastic agent. So vindesin and vinorelbin, so both are the effective and very good anti-cancer agents. Then vinorelbin, so it is an oral anti-cancer with broader activity and lower neurotoxicity than vinblastine. Okay, so this is about the semi-synthetic derivative of vinca alkaloids. Uh, Chemical test for identification of vinca alkaloids. So see, first chemical test, vinblastine and vincristine. Okay, means these propane alkaloids or these alkaloids, if treated with vanillin and acyl reagent, it gives vinblastine shows pink color and vincristine shows orange yellow color. Second test, Van Erck's reagent, that is specific test for vinca alkaloids. If it is treated with Van Erck's reagent, it shows reddish brown color. So this is one more slide. Here this slide shows when vinca alkaloids first isolated and who were isolated vinca alkaloids. Okay, and who has developed vinca alkaloids as a medicine or as a therapeutic agent to treat cancer. So see here, vinca alkaloids were originally isolated in 1950s by Canadian scientists Robert Noble and Charles Thomas Beer. Then means from the Madagascar periwinkle plant or Catharanthus roseus or Vinca rosea of the Apocynaceae family. Eli Lilly found the cytotoxicity of extracts in 1959. Eli Lilly is one of the big uh, pharmaceutical company or industry. Okay, that shows means they found first cytotoxicity cytotoxicity of vinca alkaloids, and that's why they proven that vinca alkaloids is useful in the treatment of cancer. Okay, first in 1959 they were first reported. Okay, preclinical means after their preclinical study, then they were reported the effectiveness of vinca alkaloids against cancer. Vinca alkaloids contain indole alkaloids, vinblastine and vincristine. Christine, already I told you both these alkaloids or chemical constituents found very less in concentration or amount in herb, 0.002% only. Vinblastine and vincristine occurs in a plant that are the coupling product of the indole alkaloids catharanthine and vindoline. Already we have seen it in a structure. Action and uses, again actually repeating this additional this slide. Vincristine and vinblastine are mitotic Inhibitors arrest cell division at metaphase. Metaphase that do not converted into anaphase means when that alkaloids bind with the tubulin, that is the protein essential for the formation of spindle formation. Okay, and if there is no spindle formation means arrest at mitotic phase, okay, in the cell division process. So that's why inhibit the cell division process or leads to cell death. Okay, so they act by binding to the protein tubulin in mitotic spindle, preventing polymerization and assembly into microtubule, thus stopping the cell from separating its chromosomes during the metaphase. The cell then undergoes apoptosis. Apoptosis is nothing but the cell death. Okay, vinblastine is used mainly for the treatment of generalized Hodgkin disease and non-Hodgkin lymphomas. Already we have seen that information in one of the slide. Then vincristine is used principally in the treatment of acute lymphocytic leukemia in children. Then it has other applications for lymphomas, small cell lung cancer, cervical and breast cancers. Okay, these are the different uses of vincristine. Vincristine has a superior anti-tumor activity as compared to vinblastine, but it is more neurotoxic. Neurotoxic. So that is the limitation of limitation for use of vincristine in human being. Thank you, friends. Thank you very much.